This video was brought to you by RedHost. Click the link in the description and use code RedHost2020 to get 10% off your premium Minecraft server. Now, on to the video. Hi everybody, today we're going to be doing a plugin tutorial on the Parkour plugin. There's a link in the description below to download it, and let's get started. Okay, so I have set up a little Parkour course for us to do here and to use the plugin with. So let's start off the tutorial. To start, we want to know all of the commands. How are we going to do this? The command PACMDs shows all of the commands. You can choose what you want. We're going to start with the basics. /PACMDs1. This shows all of the basic commands. To create a course, we're going to want to select 2. /PACMDs2. These show all the commands. We're going to create a new course called Tutorial. Tutorial has been created and selected. This means that now we can work inside of the tutorial course and we can get started. Okay, to begin, we're going to want to select a starting point. So let's get started. We're going to go over to the first column in our little Parkour course, and we're going to do /PA set start. We've now set a starting point. Now, to create a checkpoint, you're going to want to put down a stone pressure plate, or any other pressure plate as specified in your config. We'll get to that in a minute. We're going to grab a stone pressure plate, place it down, stand on it, and use the command /PA checkpoint. Checkpoint 1 has been set. Okay. To customize your arena even further, you can do /PA kit and find all of these blocks. You have a great variety of options as to what blocks you can use, and there you have potion effects, speed effects, there's a death block, so if you fall you can die, and there are bounce blocks, launch blocks, all sorts of blocks. We're going to use a bounce block right here. Now, whenever I or the parkour player goes onto the bounce block, they will bounce. Right now, we're not in the course, so the effect won't take place. Now, we're going to want to create our finish point. So let's build up our parkour course a little bit more and create a finish block. Our finish block is going to be right here. You can set a reward for when people finish. We'll get to that in a second. Okay, now that you have your course set up, we're going to create a finish prize. /PA prize is the perfect command to do so. How do we use PA prize? We do /PA prize tutorial. Now, that selects our tutorial course. What we're going to want to do is set a command. So, now we just type command. So, if you have Essentials and Vault installed, you can give players money. That's exactly what we're going to do in this tutorial. /eco, but without the slash. So we're going to do eco give player. This is a placeholder for the player. And then, let's give them 10,000 for completing the course. And to test it, we're going to want to run the command. Okay, now, to check players' balance, you can type /bal and then the name of the player. My balance is currently 0, but you can test this on all sorts of players after you complete the course. Now, we want to create a lobby. How do we go about doing that? Okay, now I have built a little lobby for us in our little mountain next to the course. The lobby can be any size you want and in any world you want. In fact, on my main Minecraft server, the world for the lobby is in a completely different world than the parkour course. So, let's get started configuring your lobby. To start, what you're going to want to do is go over here, sit here, or stand, and type /PA lobby. Lobby not set. Now, if your lobby was set, it would tell you that your lobby is set, but since it's not, we're going to do /PA set lobby, and our lobby was successfully created. Now, we're going to work on some join signs. Okay, to start, we need to grab a sign. Let's grab your average oak sign. Now we're going to put the sign down, and up here, we're going to type PA. Then, we're going to type join, and then the name of the course. Ours is tutorial, so that's what we're going to write. Now, on the last line, you can write who it was made by, for example. So I'm going to write by Alec. Done. Now, you can see that the sign automatically changed to parkour, which means that the plugin recognized the sign. So when we hit this sign, we'll join our parkour course. You can see that everything is set up and we can jump around. Now when we jump on our jump boost block, you can tell that we have the jump boost effect. Now let's say we fall off. What are we going to do? You can shift and right click to go back to the last checkpoint. And your jump boost will stay for a while, not just for when you're on that one block. So we've achieved all the checkpoints, it says, because we've just landed on this main checkpoint. Ooh, I didn't make that jump. Now what we're going to want to do is shift, right click, and go back to our checkpoint. Oops. Now that we've made it, what we want to do is we want to get to the finish block. So we're going to jump over there, and it said I finished tutorial with 4 deaths in 1 minute and 2 seconds. Now we can take that course again, and you have options for leaving course, visibility of other players, all players magically disappeared, reappeared, going back to the last checkpoint, you see if we fall off, and then you have to restart course, so you can completely restart the course and not go back to the rest of your checkpoints. Now make sure right now that there are no exploits in your little course like this, where you can just jump across like that. Now, once you do that, your parkour course is almost ready. Now, we want to change some options, so let's head over to our config file. So in your config, you have 3 pretty important files. You have your main config.yml file, you have your parkourkit.yml file, and you have your strings.yml file. These are generally the 3 files that you're going to want to edit. Strings.yml has the strings that the plugin prints and the prefixes. So say if you join the lobby, it'll say you've joined the lobby. You can change this to say like welcome to the lobby. Now in ParkourKit, you can change other things, like the kit with the mushroom block being the finish block and the mossy cobblestone being the bounce block. Here you can change, for example, in our course, we might want ice to be the death block. So if someone falls on ice, that is when they die. Now, bricks, you can really change these to whatever block you want. Now finally, in the config.yml file, you can change the items like last checkpoint, the item in your last check to go back to the last checkpoint when you're in the course. You can set the course game mode. You can treat the first checkpoint as a start. We don't want that in this case. You can set the default prize material. You can display new records, enable prizes and force competition, on leave, teleport to length lobby, all of this. So on leave server, I would set this to true for my case. Now, this varies greatly depending on what you're trying to do in your server, but this is just for me. Now, back to the course. Okay, so we're back in our course, in our little lobby here, and we can get started. So here we go. There we go, we've just hit our first checkpoint. Let's go there, and there. And we finished in 18 seconds with 0 deaths. Thank you for watching, everybody. Check out Red Host, the link is in the description. They provide awesome server hosting. They do great stuff. It's a pretty small team. It's a kind of boutique server hosting shop. They're pretty new, but their servers run beautifully. I host my Minecraft server with Red Host, and so far the experience has been great. So thanks for checking out today's video, and I'll see you next time.